So,
All right, what's going on, guys? We're back here with episode 2. I'm here with Alex. So, Alex, what's been going on since our last conversation, brother?
yeah, so since our last meeting, which was like I think exactly 2 weeks ago, I pretty much just hit the ground running with doing tons of outreach, just trying to get clients. I just did cold calling, just like spent several hours a day cold calling people, and yeah, getting them onto meetings. And I got 6 clients like closed from at least the meetings that I had. Um, some of them are already set up, like ready to go with their ads manager and stuff like that. Some of them I'm still waiting to hear back from them. They're taking a little while to like get me added. But yeah, hopefully I can start doing service delivery on 6. Uh so yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Now, based on those 6, talk about to anyone watching, maybe they're just getting started too. Maybe they haven't been successful in getting clients. Obviously, that's something that's a little tough. Talk about like the reality of cold calling. Like, how many times did you actually have to call to get people on the phone, and like talk about the hours associated with it and how much you actually had to do?
Yeah, so you have to be like okay with just sitting down for like 3 to 5 hours every day and just like calling over and over and over again. I have a list, like a massive spreadsheet that I actually hired a VA to put together for me. She just like sourced like a bunch of med spas, so I can just go down and I have the numbers to call. And first of all, most of them don't even pick up at all. If they do pick up, it might be the front desk. Which in that case, from my experience, I've never closed a client if I'm just give them my deal, like my offer to the front desk person.
Yeah.
And then if you do get in contact with the owner, if it happens to be the owner, then sometimes they're not interested in the marketing or
Right.
something, right? So yeah, it's just a huge numbers game. You just have to like call for like hours, but eventually it's like fishing. Like you just get one. Like every once in a while, the owner picks up the phone and they're like, "Oh yeah, sounds like a cool offer." Book the meeting and it goes smoothly. Yeah. So it's just about
Awesome.
numbers, really. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, in terms of your offer, I know we talked about a couple little details on our last call about cultivating your offer a little bit. Is there anything that you changed? Did you change your approach in terms of the offer, or was everything kind of the same as you were doing before?
So my offer stayed the exact same. I know we talked about originally you told me to work for free, I think, but then you're like, okay, actually you should do the 10 appointment guarantee and then like get paid 10%. So that's what I've been doing. That's my offer. It's like per month on a per month basis, I guarantee you 10. And if I hit 10 booked and showed appointments, then I get 10% of the revenue you got from them
Awesome.
within that month.
Yeah, just a starting point to get testimonials, right?
Yeah.
And then what I would do is honestly not focus too much on outreach once you have these 6 clients live, and just focus all your time, effort, and energy not on cold calling, but just extreme service delivery and communication with the client. So like the amount that you're cold calling right now, I'd drop it to like 25% of what you're doing right now. So if you're at 100%, let's go to 25. So 75% less. And then schedule weekly calls with these clients, 30-minute calls to go over exactly what's going on with the campaign, what you're currently doing, and just asking them questions and getting more information on their business so you can get better results. So for example, you know, let's just say the campaign isn't doing as good as you thought in the first week. Hey, letting them know that, being transparent, being upfront, and letting them know, hey, this is like a little too high of cost per lead. We're not getting the amount of people that we thought. This is my game plan. This is how we're going to fix it. And we're already implementing it. Stuff like that just goes a super long way with clients, just being upfront, communicating with them, making sure that they show up to the meetings, and then transparency, just huge. Hey, we've already spent X amount. These are the results. This is what I am currently doing to optimize those campaigns to get better results and get more people to the door. Now, in terms of your campaign right now, are you still following up with the leads for them?
No. So
Okay, good. Good.
yeah, we talked about, yeah, I don't think that would be kind of tough for me to manage in terms of scaling. We talked about, I know, like training them to do it. So that's what I've been explaining to them, like on our meetings, showing them go high level and saying like, making sure that they have the capability, the time, resource to actually talk to these leads that are coming in. That is something that I foresee is going to be a challenge. I feel like making sure that these people, the owners are being aggressive enough with the outreach to the leads. I was thinking about maybe putting together some sort of, I do have a follow-up system, maybe trying to show them that.
Yeah, you should be either training the front desk or whoever's following up. Most of the time, the owners are never following up the leads. It's always the front desk, or if they have an employee, if they don't, then it's on them. And you just got to hold them accountable. So the main thing that I do, because we have a lot of clients that do both. I have a scheduling team, but I also have clients that are doing it themselves. And in the beginning, it's just really holding them accountable. Like I've had front desk people fired because of our audits, the way we do things, to make sure that they're actually following up their leads. Like I've called business owners and been like, listen, like your front desk isn't doing shit. They haven't called like any of these leads at all. And I've been on their ass, like, what are you going to do? Sort of thing. Right. So just the communication is 100%. Like you need them to know that you're doing everything you can to get them these results. Like these are people that are interested, that rose their hand, that said, hey, I want this service, and let them know the reality of the situation. It takes at least 6 touch points to usually convert one person. That's the reality of the follow-up game. So that's a good number to throw out there. And then another stat is you can close 50% more people by calling them within the first 5 minutes. Obviously, that's a big one. Also let them know that I understand sometimes leads come in after store hours and you can't contact them right away. However, whenever you can, you need to call them right away because it does result in 50% more conversions. So that's a big one as well. And then just doesn't necessarily need to be a training course. You just hop on a Zoom with a client just like this, record it, and you can use it for training purposes going forward.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, start with like the minimum viable product and then eventually make your own training course on it, and then it'll get better over time. As for that, so that's getting them going. I'm glad that you switched it from you following up with the leads to them following up, because there's no way you're going to be able to scale it like that in the beginning until you can build a team around it and then come up with a game plan of how you're going to offer it, source the right people, and then scale that. Just because it's a tough play in the beginning, because you need a lot of people, to be honest, and like proven scripts and to hire the right people, because your time, effort, and energy wouldn't be, utilized the right way if you're actually calling the leads.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm stoked you got some clients. Now let's talk about the type of clients there are, and let's go into service delivery. And me and Alex talked a little bit before this video, and we're going to set up some ads with you guys. So not the full ad on Facebook. We can do that in another video if need be. Or Alex, if you want to share your screen, we can do that too. But we're really just going to cultivate the ad, meaning the headline, the copy, the creatives, and do all that on this call. So you want to share your screen? We'll get into it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So these are just kind of all the clients I got and under some like the services that they do.
Awesome. So let's pick one. I know your main niche is laser hair removal. So let's start there. So laser hair removal first session, $40.
Yeah, she said she was like willing to do that. She said that worked, and I felt like
that's gonna crush. Perfect. Yeah, that's gonna crush. So cool. Okay, let's do some competitive research really quick in the Facebook ads library. So for anyone that doesn't know, Facebook ads library is a great way to see what everyone else is running in terms of advertisements. You can literally see everyone's ads. So if you didn't know, definitely check that out if you're just getting started and you want to see kind of what the market is telling you. And a cool thing with the Facebook ad library, guys, is that you're going to be able to see the same ad over and over again. And that's how you know it's a winner, right? Because a lot of agencies out there use the same ad and they're just going to keep using it over and over again if it's working really well. And you're going to also see offers come up again and again and again. So jumping in here, let's see what we got. So what we're looking for primarily here is like single session offers. So there's one right there, right? Starting from $49 a month. So shaving sucks. That's a good opener. right there. Shaving sucks. Struggle with stubborn razor burn. Try this. Okay. What is that one right there? Want brighter and tighter skin, tired of waxing or shaving?
First laser only $99.
Yep. Okay, let's keep going.
Looks like just percentage.
Yeah, those are just percentages. I like that. Ditch the razor, get the laser. That's pretty good. For limited time, 80% off, 99, 149. Click that. Is there more? If you can like click, double click it. There it goes. Okay, that one's all right. Keep going. Let's try that one right there.
This one.
Yeah, so click that, see what we got here. So surrounding areas, I like call to actions like that. I don't know why it's capitalized, but calling out the location and then surrounding areas is a good way to dial in the location and get some better results for the ads. Say goodbye to unwanted hair, plucking, waxing, cuts, irritated skin, and shaving forever, and say hello to Sue's smooth, silky skin. So I like that a lot. And we can just pretty much take a variation of this. So go ahead and copy this. And we can make it a little better. So go ahead and copy that. So I really like that tagline, and then we'll start writing some copy based off that.
Cool.
So what we'll do here, which will be pretty cool. So what client is this?
This is TLC Med Spa.
Okay. So you can write, they are in McLean, Virginia, right?
Yes, McLean, Virginia. So we got.
So you could do McLean and surrounding areas. And I would even go even deeper here, and I would say McLean and surrounding area ladies. And I would just target women for these ads. Typically, the med spa niche at target mainly women, unless the client wants to target men too. Say goodbye to unwanted hair, plucking, waxing. Okay, all that. Remove the one. You can say all that for 49, right? That's the offer.
Yeah.
And then I would remove that. Yep.
No, actually, no.
I think we can even, yeah, take those off for sure. And so I would say instead of click the link below, I would say click the get offer button below to claim this $49 offer. Cool. So that's good. You can take that out too. I don't even like the way these capitalizations look with our new high-speed machine, no waxing. Yeah, I would just delete all that, the benefits.
Okay.
And we could have a short ad copy and a longer one. So we can, what I like to do too is test out headlines rather than ad copy, because I feel like the ad itself and the headline does a little more than the copy. So what you can do is delete our high-speed machine too. We're not going to use that. We're just going to go super simple. So for limited time, we're offering unlimited laser hair removal for just $49. I don't think that's what it is, right? It's a single session.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for limited time, we're offering a single session of laser hair removal for just $49. Okay. And then under where it says ad, write headline and headline description. So
So
headline,
that's like,
yeah, well, what we
it's like
do
this.
here? Yeah, that's cool. I like the ditch the razor, get to the laser, but we're gonna switch out their order. So the headline is what you see there, where it says ditch the razor, and then the description is right underneath it, the 149 unlimited session. So what
Gotcha.
we'll do is we're gonna switch that.
Mm,
So I want the headline I would want to be $49 laser hair removal session. Yep, that's cool.
yeah, emoji.
Yep. Okay, so that looks good. And then here, I'm gonna have you stop sharing your screen really quick. And I'm gonna share my screen. And let's do a variation with Chat GPT and see how it comes out. So if you guys don't know what Chat GPT is, it's just a new tool that came out that's completely free where you can tell it to basically do whatever you want and it'll do shit for you. So let's do headlines. So let's tell it, and you have to be specific on what you want it to say. So I'm gonna say, write me Facebook ad headlines for $49 laser hair removal session. See what it comes up with. So we got some headlines here to work with as well, if we want to test these out, which is pretty crazy. So say goodbye to unwanted hair for only $49. Get silky smooth skin for laser hair removal for less. Don't miss out. Limited time offer, $49. These are all pretty good. I like get summer ready with $49 laser hair removal. Smooth skin is just $49 away. That's sick. I would just take it as shorter like this. So I'm gonna let me just stop my share really quick. I'm gonna put these in the chat for you really quick. So do that one. So you could test different headlines too. So you could have different headline variations is what I would do. I'd keep the same copy and then just do different headline variations and see which one performs better. So
Gotcha.
probably
So would you say that,
what's up?
would you say that is like makes the biggest difference, like the headline over the copy, like just because it pops out, it's kind of like what people see first.
For sure, it's like creative and then headline and then copy. That's what I would, the order, I always say. And then the best thing for anyone watching too, if you want to get some really awesome results, get images and videos from your clients. Really, 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 really huge. If you can get the client to give you good user generated content that has their branding around it and that has, even if it's just them filming on their iPhone, like doing the treatment or talking about the treatment, that it's $49, goes a long way, right? Like what I've seen over the past couple of years of doing this is like that content always converts the best because people already have trust because they already saw the brand, they already saw the person behind it. So I definitely recommend that if you can. If not, you can use stock photos. You're still going to get results, but it's going to be even better if you can get user generated content from the clients. So I definitely work on reaching out to them and trying to get content, as that'll help you out a lot.
Gotcha. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would just test some of these headlines, and then what you'll see with the data in like 2 weeks is that you'll see which one performs the best. And then what you could then go ahead and do is duplicate the winners and then switch up some creatives with the proven headlines that are working the best. So you could start you could start basically like how I always think about it with marketing. I don't really do it anymore. A media buyer does it. But when I taught them in the beginning, what I basically do is like 3 to 5 creatives with 2 to 3 different headlines. And then I go to see which headline is performing the best, which creative is performing the best. And then I find the winners and then I keep those turned on, turn off everything else. And then I'll see basically within, let's just say, let's keep it simple. Let's just go 1 creative, 3 headlines, right? So out of those, we only have 1 variable we're looking at, which is the headlines. So whatever headline performs the best, I know that's the winning headline. So I'll turn off the other ones and then I will duplicate the winning headline and just change the creatives. And then now I can see, okay, based off this data, now I can see what's the winning creative. So then I have the winning creative with a winning headline, right? After a little bit of time. And then you can just keep testing to keep getting better and better and better, right? At a certain point, you don't have to keep going in there and testing after you figure it out a little bit, but especially in the beginning, you're just going to be able to optimize campaigns by constant testing. That way campaigns don't dry up, right? So
Okay.
that's a good way to do it. So going
In terms
back,
of
yeah.
in terms of like ad spend,
Yep.
some of my clients like kind of want to start with just $10 a day.
Mhm.
I guess like with that, I would be able, because with what you're talking about, that testing, it's like creating two different
Yeah, you'll be
two
fine.
different sections that
You'll be fine. I wouldn't like to go $10 a day, but if you have to, fuck it. You can do it, especially with really good offers. Like you can let them know on the call. You can be like, hey, if you want to do $10 a day, I think it's like it's not going to do justice in the campaign. Obviously, that's like $300 a month. That's really not going to cut it.
Mhm.
So I would definitely oversell and try to get at least like $750 a month for ad spend. 1,000 being like pretty good for one campaign. But since this is a really good deal, you'll probably get like a couple dollar cost per leads here. So it won't be, you'll probably get a $2 to $3 cost per lead on this offer, I'm guessing, because this is a really, really, really good offer. So the better the offer, the better the results are going to be honest. That being said, $300, you'll get away with it for this campaign. But like, as soon as you start to see some good results, you let the client know ASAP and say, hey, let's put some more budget in here. Because like, think about it. If they're spending $300, if they put 700, like for example, let's say with $300, you got 20 leads, right? You can now go back to them and be like, hey, we got 20 leads out of those 20. You got 5 booked appointments. You sold 2 of them. Imagine what would happen if we put $700 more in, right? That's a 70% increase on leads, on bookings, on sales. So like, once you have the little basis, I get that everyone's kind of skeptical and you need a starting point, whatever. But once you have a little bit of data and you see some results, I would go to them ASAP and be like, listen, let's ramp this up. Like you're going to miss out on this opportunity if you don't. You could talk about, March is coming up. It's about to be summer. People can't do laser hair removal during the summer because they're out in the sun all day long. All these different things is like a scarcity tactic for you to get them to start doing it now, because realistically, this is the best time of the year for them when it comes to laser hair removal. Everyone wants to be hair free before summer starts, right? But during summer, everyone wants to be out and about. They don't want to stay away from the sun. So we still have a couple months here where it's cold out and where people aren't just out and about in the sun. So you can definitely use that to your advantage right now, for sure.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
use that on your
Sounds
sales
good.
calls too, because you're talking to laser hair removal people. Be like, hey, I understand that you don't want to get started right now, but like, what's going to happen if, you said you want to wait a little bit. I totally understand. But what's going to happen a couple months from now? People aren't going to be able to get laser hair removal during the summer. So you got to stack up your selling and get people on the books now so that during the summer, you're not all worried about money. Right. And we can help you do that. Stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So now let's do this. Just to finish up this example here. Let's do write me Facebook ad copy for this 49 laser hair removal session. Mention, where's this location again? You said it was
McLean, Virginia, believes.
Virginia, if I spelled that right. McLean, Virginia. Mention that. What's the spa called again?
TLC Med Spa. TLC Medi Spa.
Is offering this new guest special to 27 people in McLean, Virginia. See what this comes up with.
Wow. That's good.
Yep. But hurry, this offer is only available to the first 27 people that book an appointment. So again, I mean, you can just, for anyone watching too, you can always use, I recommend using ChatGPT just as a starting point for creativity. And then just editing it a little bit, right? Because it can do so much more in like 5 minutes than you ever could just trying to write one like piece of ad copy. Basically what I'm saying is that it's better than us. It's way better than us. So I just put it in the chat there so you can use that one as well. So I would test out a couple different variables. So we have different headlines now. We have 2 different ad copies. So you can just do all the testing in one pretty much. So I'd only stick with 1 or 2 ad sets, stuff like that. And then run these different copies and everything. The offer's so good though, it won't probably have that big of a difference. So whether you go with the short copy or this one, the main thing is the offer. So this is going to perform well.
Okay.
And then do you have your Facebook ad account up right now? Do you want to go into like targeting?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Funny enough, I just talked to a client today that wanted to do some laser hair removal, and they were telling me a bunch of good things to target that they were seeing in their area for laser hair removal. So I'll give you some ideas with some advanced targeting you could do.
Cool. Yeah, let me just get that pulled up. Okay.
All right, let's create an ad from scratch really quick. Okay, let's go into the ad set first.
Okay. Man, it's lagging.
Okay, here we go. So name this like women. Women 10 miles. Okay. So instant forms, you can scroll down here. Facebook page, we already got that. $10 a day. Okay, location, you can do that client's location, whatever that was.
Yep. Maybe I should just put in her address.
Yeah, I like to put in their exact address and then do like a 10-mile radius around that.
1313 Dollar.
There you go. So there we go. So let's look at the audience size. So that's really big. So right away, I would drop this down to like 5 miles because this is in a really big city. So let's do 5 miles. That way we're getting really local people. That's fine. 6 miles is fine. And then, oh shit.
Okay, that's 303.
Okay, there we go. And let's drop that to 5 miles. We'll not let you go less than that. It's 5. There you go. Okay, so that's a little better. We might have to bump it up here in a second, but that's a good starting point. And then when it says people living in or recently living in this location, go to the top.
Yep.
Change that to just people living in this location. Okay. And then for age range right here for laser hair removal, it's actually a little different. So it's typically a younger crowd from what my clients were just telling me. So they were giving me the details of like 18 or starting at 21 to about like 45, 40. That's typically, it's like a younger crowd kind of demographic. Okay. From all genders, let's change that to women. All languages, we're only going to do English. Okay. And then in detailed targeting, let's go in here. What we're going to do, let's start with spa. So type in spa there. So personal care, you can do that. Let's do boating. Let's see if that one comes up.
Boating.
Yeah. Outdoor activities. Yeah. So I got a lot of good knowledge from my client today that was like for laser hair removal, like we want people that are outdoors a lot, they're at the beach a lot, because they want to look good. They want to be hair free. Like that's like our target audiences, a lot of stuff like that. So some of these different ones actually perform pretty well. Let's go into skincare. Skincare is a good one. Cosmetics, yeah, that's good. I don't even know if this is on there, but maybe type like Sephora. See if that comes up.
Employers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if employers would be good.
Okay.
Let's just type in laser hair removal. See if that comes up. What comes up when you type in laser? Oh, type in hair removal. Yep, that's a good one. And then maybe like waxing. Yep. And then maybe another like maybe type in like yeah, try another version of waxing because I think there's more in there. So I think it said like waxing, Brazilian waxing. There's a couple. There you go. All right. And then I think that's pretty much good.
Maybe like shaving.
Yeah. Well, I think that's, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's good. So that's good. And then we want our audience size to be around like what I find works best is like 150 to 200,000. So we can slowly, now that we have all our detailed targeting on here, what we can do now is slowly go to the radius and update that a little bit. So probably like 7 miles.
Oh,
well. 50 miles. Yeah, that's pretty solid. So 7 miles probably work good. That's still really close to business. It's good that it's not the other way around because honestly, when you have a client that's in like middle of fucking nowhere, it's a pain in the ass to get a good audience size. So that's really good. So audience is dialed in, ready to go there. When you go down to the very bottom, I always only do manual placements and I do stories.
Do you do audience network?
No, I only do Facebook feed, Instagram feed, and then stories. So I uncheck literally like everything. This is just going to help with lead quality.
Stream ads.
Yep. So go back up.
Oh,
You can click use selected page there. There we go. Yeah, let's go back down to,
This is not the ad. I think it just like switched.
oh yeah, let's go back in here. So the very bottom of this, what we want to check out is, I would only recommend doing Instagram Reels and Facebook Reels if you're using a video ad. So if you're not going to plan on doing that, uncheck those. All right, now let's go to, okay, that all looks good. Now let's go to the ads themselves. Do you already have any creatives lined up?
No.
Okay. I think I might have some for you. So let me check. I honestly don't do that much laser hair removal, but I think I have some proven ads.
Oh wait, actually, I think I might have something from the last time I ran laser hair removal.
Did it do good?
No, it was horrible.
Then don't use it. Honestly, you just like use a picture. You know what? You can just use one of the pictures I use for.
Can you
I'll send
no,
it to you.
yeah, copying like me
Yeah, I don't
pictures from
ever.
here.
Yeah, I don't ever
It
do that.
probably isn't a good idea, right?
No, like ad copy everyone does, but I don't really
Yeah.
see too many people like taking images unless they're like very standard. I mean, you could,
I feel
but
like that's copyright, getting into copyright land.
yeah, it's not the best. Definitely not the best. You could recreate it. You could like look at it and recreate it. I do that all the time. It's like I'll give it to my media buyer. I'll take a screenshot and be like, "Hey, recreate this." So let me go into some of my templates while you keep doing that. I'm going to some of my templates here.
I'm gonna search for, I might have something. I'm just gonna stop sharing real quick. Oh yeah, I found some stuff under the Creative Commons license, just like on Google.
Okay.
But they're like good pictures, but they have shoot, what's it called when like the name is just like on the picture? I forget what it's called.
Oh, like stock kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, I will. You can use here.
Oh, this is the last ad. I can show you the creative I used for my last ad.
Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, you want to pull it up?
Yeah, I'm just getting it. You see this? So I ran these two.
Damn, that got approved.
Oh, this one on the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but yeah, I
Is
realized after the fact that it's probably like you're not supposed to do before and after stuff, right?
it? Yeah, but it's cool that it's cool that it worked. Here, what I can, this might work better. So I'll share my screen and we can just edit this really quick. We'll just make one for you really quick. So I use these all the time for like Botox and laser or and facials and everything like that, but this could work for laser hair removal too. Just be like,
So is that just a stock photo or did your
yeah,
one of your clients give you it? Yeah.
this one's a stock photo. And then we could just do, and then what I would do is like put the client's logo right here in the bottom right,
Okay,
like this. Like it's one of my clients.
gotcha.
Do you have Canva?
Yeah, I actually do. I pay
Here.
for it. Oh,
All right.
also, you can make it. I'll change the ad copy later, but it's $40.
Oh, it's $40?
Yeah.
Damn. Cool. That's even better. Um, that's crazy. It's probably gonna bring in so many leads. So I'll just share this with you. That way you can edit it. Share.
I can put my email.
Anyone with link can copy. There we go. Here, I'll just put it in the Zoom chat. There you go.
Cool.
So yeah, I would just you can use those. Those are all stock footage, but they're pretty good. They're all skincare related. So you can use these for, I would say, really any type of med spa type ad except for like body contouring. You wouldn't want to use it for, but like more
Mhm.
like facials, laser hair removal, Botox. Those are like proven stock ones we use all the time.
Okay, cool. Um, awesome. For the lead form, I was thinking about just making it like name and phone number, like getting rid of the email.
Yeah, if you don't use the email,
So
you don't need it.
cool. Yeah.
I'll give you if you want to share your screen, I can give you a hint on how to increase lead quality, but you don't have to do it right away because you don't have that big a budget. But a little secret sauce is putting custom questions into the lead form instead of the pre-fill.
Mm.
So instead of,
So having them answer something, some qualifying,
well,
pre-qualifying question.
no, just everything. So instead of having name, phone number, email from Facebook on the pre-fill, what you can do is just delete those and then write enter your name here, enter your phone number here, enter your email here instead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's a lead quality play. Whenever we're having trouble with lead quality, what we'll do is we'll change that and it helps out a lot. The cost per lead will go up because obviously people have to fucking enter in their actual information instead of just being pre-filled by Facebook, but it results in better quality leads.
Gotcha.
So
That makes sense.
I would honestly, if I was you, I would test them against each other. If you get a client with a little more budget, I would test them against each other, and see if you can get a similar cost per lead for the same thing. Yeah. And then are you sending these? Are you trying to get automatic bookings for the client?
Um,
Like, are you sending them
what do you mean?
from? Are you sending them from lead form to a booking page, or are you just collecting their information on lead form and then just having the client follow up?
So I was gonna put their booking page, like basically the Regaro, like after the lead
Okay.
form, like book now goes to their thing, their booking page.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
So I'm gonna give you some secret sauce here as well. So give me one
I know that
second.
like people never do that though, right? Like that's just like book right away.
They do actually.
Huh.
You have to have some good copy in the lead form. I'll show you. Lead form script. Let me see what I got here. That's not it. Okay, so file, make a copy. I'm gonna put this in the description so everyone can have this too. I'm gonna call it lead form template. Make a copy. I'll send you the link to this too. So I'm making a Google Doc right now. That's just like the template I use for lead form. So I'm gonna do this too. How'd you like the thumbnail I made of you?
Oh,
Did you see it on
good.
YouTube or no?
Yeah.
So funny. Okay, what do I got here? Sorry, I'm just looking for something really, really quick. Here it is. So I will share, download, just first page. Cool. So all right, I got you right here. All right, let me share my screen. Sorry for the wait here. I probably should have had this ready. So this is a little lead form template. So choose name, phone number, and email. Here's a background I made for the lead form. So you can actually change the image on the lead form itself. So we made a custom size image and put this on the background. Works out pretty good. Then you have whatever the offer is right here. Then a little bullet points of what it is, what it does. Then this is the secret sauce I was talking about. So call to action of the second step should be next step. So you can change the button, you can either do call now, visit website, book now, whatever. You can actually change that to say next step. I found out that works really well in getting a good click-through rate. So you have it say next step. So they think it's the next step. So they click on it. That's really good. And then a call to action, I just do wait. One last step required to secure your spot, right? Is the headline for that. And then I do something like this. I go, hey, Hayden's Med Spa here. Since we've been getting such a large amount of clients claiming this offer, we're only confirming appointments for those who pay the 29 session in advance. To make sure you don't miss out on securing the spot, click the next step button below, submit the $29 deposit, and you're going to be confirmed. And then you just change the URL.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. So that makes them I guess, book.
Yeah, it's not going to work every time, but if you can get 25% of the leads to automatically book, then that's great. It's like an upsell. You ever been on a website where you're checking out, whether it's Amazon or something, and you go to check out and it's wait, add a protein shake to your to your checkout, and yeah, you know what I mean? So it's they only do it because people do it. It's just a numbers game. It's even if 1 out of every 50 people does it, but you didn't have it there, that's an extra person to the door. So
yeah, for sure.
There you go. You got the Google Doc, you got the Canva design, pretty much good to go. So I guess the next step would just be entering that stuff in, and I'm going to stop the recording because it's going a little long here, but hopefully people learned a lot in that one. Excited for this video. It's part 2. I think part 3 is going to be really checking all the data, systemizing this approach, and then figuring out next steps in terms of scaling. So the goal really is right now, you have some clients, it's going to be focused on your service delivery, heavy. Everything that you can do to make your product better right now is going to benefit you way longer down the line. So focus on that, focus on client communication. And then like we said before, drop from, let's say you're calling at 100% for the cold calling. Let's drop that to 25% and then focus on product and client communication. Obviously you're still in school, so that's tough too, but really just get it on your schedule. So it's once a week and it's mandatory. The client has to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll definitely be helpful. The more I can talk to these people, the better.
Yeah, exactly. And that's it. Do you have any last minute things you want to say to anyone out there?
Hey, if you want to do this and start cold calling, just just start dialing. Just hit the button before you can think about it.
Smile and dial. That's right. Yep. All right, Alex. Well, I appreciate it today. Thanks everyone for watching, and goal for Alex will be in 3 months to be at 10K. So that's the goal I'm setting for him. So might be faster than that. Who knows?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it.